Hello everybody, hello. It's Jack here, and welcome back to another drawing video. So, today, it is a few days after Valentine's Day. I hope I've been a little late with uploads at the moment, but I'm hoping this will be a few days after Valentine's Day. It's a few days after Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. I hope you all had a nice one. Since it is Valentine's Day, I always kind of like to draw some of my original characters who happen to be couples. So, I have a couple of my original characters who canonly, within their story, end up together. I'm gonna skip page. But I have a few, and in general, a few of those stayed quite the same. One of them, I don't know if they're actually canon anymore, so I've kind of changed my mind. I might draw them, I might not, who knows? Who knows what we're doing today? I don't know. I understand this is my video, but like, let's start with, I think, maybe Eleanor and Arlo? Eleanor and Arlo are from a story that is currently being written, and this story has been in development for a very long time. Arlo's definitely a little bit more on the shyer side. Arlo's very, in general, Arlo's not very outspoken or outgoing. He's kind of a lot more introverted and very quiet, whereas Eleanor's a lot more out there and like blunt with it and straight about what she wants and is very direct. Now, initially in the story, she is definitely a little bit more rude than all of those things. But her character art kind of makes it so she's like a little, she is better. Now her character art isn't like that great by any means, but well, I never said my comic book was good, alright? Something about this seems kind of off. Maybe I can like, Eleanor's very much so, like, as pear-shaped, and that's pretty, I tried to push, like, their, shapes a little more when I was drawing my comic book. It's not, like, so much where it's out of my style. It's just, like, a little more than what I would normally do. And I guess I could have Arlo, like, bending down a little more. Yeah, I don't know. Something about him seems off. This pose seems pretty nice, I think. And after deciding that I thought Eleanor's pose was great, I decided that Arlo looked like an idiot. So I tried to change around his pose a little bit. I kind of tried to make him look like he's a little bent over. And like, you know, he has his face like right next to Eleanor's. And he's like half like hugging her sort of and holding her hands bent over. It's kind of weird but very cute. Do I want to finish drawing them or do I want to like sketch out my other couples first? So maybe we'll do like Winnie and Hayden up here. So I have an idea that's like Winnie and Hayden are another couple from, once again, lots of comic book stories, since that's kind of like the media I would like to actually like do. Hold on. I don't know how to do this. So my mind's side, they're at like a little table at like a restaurant. And after I'd kind of like attempted and fussed around with this for a little while, I decided I needed a reference. Because I could not, for the life of me, figure out how to draw what I was seeing in my head. So I kind of found a reference that was very close to kind of what I wanted. And that's sort of what I tried to do. And I decided, after I drew Arlo and Eleanor, I decided I would just do a quick sketch of all of the couples I wanted to draw. And then I would go through and detail all of them in afterwards. So that's what we're doing. So after I got a basic idea of Winnie Hayden, and I moved along over to the left side as you'd see me drawing right now. I'm drawing Charlie and Nicholas. And I actually really like the way these poses came out. I feel like my sitting poses aren't always that great. Like, if you look at Winnie and Hayden, their poses are a little off. Like, I think the legs aren't, like, proportionally correct. But I think the Nicholas and Charlie pose turned out great. I get a quick little tiny sketch underneath Nicholas and Charlie of Damien and Luna. Now, you couldn't really see a lot of it for where I sketched out once, so that was going to be very lightly touched upon. And then I move along to drawing Grayson and Lila over here. And this took me forever to try to kind of get a pose down, because all the ones I tried to do initially kind of just looked stupid. So this took forever to finally get down, but I kind of decided that she was standing there and like had her hands on her hips, and Grayson was trying to give her flowers. This was a struggle to get, but this turned out okay. As you'd see, even real-time me was having a hard time with that one. But I just moved along right after I kind of got that. And then I decided to draw the last couple in over here in a super small pose. They're trying to just like holding hands, walking down, doing something, I don't know. Just going for a walk in a park or whatever it is. And this last couple is Moon and Avery. once again, just another one of my... All these are like kind of from a comic book idea I have. I mean, they're not all from the same idea. There's a lot of different ones. They just all overlap eventually. So, like, yeah. Falling over, what the crud? Oh, wait, let me just scooch like this leg like over a bit and maybe he'll look less like he's about to topple over at any given moment. I don't know if that helped. So like everybody else looks fine, but Avery's just over here like defying gravity. Alright, we have our sketches in. As now it's only just time to detail them. I hope I remember what all these characters look like, honestly. I in fact did not remember what a lot of these characters looked like. I actually had to pull up some reference pictures of my characters. It's like, well, I was fairly certain I could get most of them pretty close to what they're supposed to look like. I was not very confident in being able to get all of them. Like, Charlie and Nicholas, that's his name, here. I, like, sort of half remembered what they look like, but then I couldn't actually remember their entire outfits and everything. Because, like, really, in the, like, grand scheme of all my characters, they're, like, a lot newer than all the other ones, so I mean, like, a lot newer is maybe pushing it a little, but they've been here for a few years, but still it's not as old as all the other characters that are on this page. So I just start by detailing in, like, I try to get their pose down. I futzed with Nicholas's legs for forever, so I could not get them to look right. They finally look okay, I think. Then I kind of start detailing in their outfits. And Charlie wears this, like, super oversized sweater with, like, little stripies and leggings. And then Nicholas wears this kind of, like, you know, suit top with, like, some frills on the cuffs and some striped pants, some fancy shoes. And they're just adorable. I love them. I love them dearly. And then I move down over into Damien and Luna, which are a little harder to see as I draw them, just due to, like, the location and the size of the actual drawing. So I kind of tried to put in what I could of what was actually, you know, visible. Because my fat hand's always in the way. But nevertheless, I thought that, like, this piece of footage you could sort of see, like, what's happening after the fact. So, like, I just tried detailing their pose a little bit. Luna's, like, holding, you know, Damien's head with her one arm, has the other hand on her hip, is all confident, while Damien's just, like, you know, holding her by, like, her hip. And, you know, they're sort of just, like, very cute. Like, they're almost, like, posing for a picture, you know? Like, that's kind of what they're doing, posing for a picture right now. And, of course, after I kind of got their pose sort of down, I started adding in all the little details. They have quite a few. Damien's actually, like, a gargoyle. Gets to come to life, sort of. So he has, like, you know, wings, horns. And I kind of gave him, like, this, like, longer hair. Like, I mean, I think his hair is longer. I would say, I kind of would almost consider it more midlife, but I think for men's hair, it would be considered long. I think, like, Charlie and Nicholas have, like, you know, mid-length hair, if I were to say. But now, I'm moving on up to Arlo and Eleanor. I almost forgot their names. But these, honestly, Arlo and Eleanor is, like, one of my favorite couples to draw. I love them so much. I always draw them for Valentine's Day. Always. It's like how I do for the New Year. I do a nice drawing for the New Year of the same characters. And in general, right around Valentine's Day, the same sort of thing happens, but it's just different characters, you know? Like, I in general draw Winnie and Hayden. In general, I draw Moon and Avery. And, you know, Eleanor and Arlo. And any more, as of when I made Charlie and Nicholas, they are also around, too. But then everybody else just kind of, like, you know, the rest kind of, like, vary on who I draw. But I always draw those three. Those four. I named off 4 couples there. Those 4. But that's besides the point. I just quickly fill out the pose of Eleanor and Arlo. And look at them! They're looking so cute. I mean, Eleanor's a little scary looking right now in the face. But, you know, Arlo's looking adorable. Eleanor wears this cute, like, little skirt. It has, like, a little slit and, like, a seam down right next to the slit. Yeah, like that. And it has free buttons down the middle. It's very cute. I like it. I like his skirt. And then now Arlo wears this big oversized, like, sweater. It's like a big chunky, like, crocheted sweater sort of deal. That's, like, a couple shades of brown. Which looks adorable. And I like it a lot. I like it. Oh my god, I love their designs. I especially love... A lot of times I've drawn Eleanor wearing Arlo's sweater, and I think that's absolutely adorable. And I love it. So, Also, I would like to point out that I've kind of left every hand just a circle at this point. I end up drawing them just off camera, so by the end they all have like hands and feet, but most of that's drawn actually off camera. So, the entire time I was drawing Eleanor Arlo, it's like they both looked wrong the entire time. That is fully for the fact of, like, Eleanor has a half up, half down hair. So she's supposed to have a bun in her hair right now with a big scrunchie, and that's why she kept looking off to me. Like, and that, I assume that made Arlo look off. Just Arlo's design's fine. Like, this is exactly how he looks. Eleanor's, on the other hand, is not so much. But anyways, I moved along right on to Winnie and Hayden. And you see, like, right around here is where you kind of tell that I think the legs look off when I start detailing them in. Like, when I was super sketchy, it wasn't as noticeable, which is probably why I didn't notice it very much while I was doing the actual detailing sketch portion. So, that's probably the deal, but you know, I still think the pose turned out pretty well. It just maybe needed a little, the relation needed to be like a little helped, but you know, that's fine. Then just move on, try to get Hayden sort of detailed in so I don't like screw up on their heads being different sizes, or at least not too drastically of a different size. Because like obviously people have different sized heads and everything, but they should be around a similar size. Like, it shouldn't be like drastically different, unless that's like a purposeful design element. Then it shouldn't be like so drastically different, right? But I actually really happy with Hayden's pose. Like, he has the one hand and on his face, just like, you know, leaning in, and like her hands holding Winnie's hands, and it's super cute. And like, I think I did a really good job on Hayden's face for this, so I'm very proud of this drawing. I mean, you can't see it right now, but you know, you'll see that eventually. Oh yeah, see, like Hayden's legs kind of got like a lot smaller right around here, and this is where I think part of the issue was. Like, it just looks a smidge weird, so whoopsies. I kind of like added in a leg in the background, but you know, hard to see. But I started adding in their outfits. I gave Winnie this cute little dress thing that she's wearing. It's like, you see there's like, you know, a part of it's like being kicked underneath the table. It's like super flowy, and it's adorable. I love drawing dresses. I love dresses. And I drew Hayden in like this like little corset sort of thing with a shirt underneath. And like, you know, he's just wearing some regular pants, I think. I mean, like, probably not just like regular old pants, but like, you know, dressier, normal pants. You know what I mean. And so I just get that. I add like little cuffs to his shirt, so I thought that'd be cute. And then I go ahead and I add in his ear, and I'm just go ahead and try to draw in like his hair. Hayden has like super long flowing hair, which I think is such a fun thing to draw. I love drawing Hayden. I love his hair. It's great. It's so fun to draw. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. It like tapers over the shoulder. Yeah, I love doing that with hair. I love it when the hair just like, you know, bounces over the shoulder and everything. And, like, it looks so cute. Like, I love that. Oh my god. Tinta, I'm so happy with the way these drawings turned out. I'm so bloody happy. Can you tell? Oh my god. It's like I like art or something. How strange. Within, like, my comic book stories, I always have the idea of Winnie and Hayden meeting, like, multiple times throughout all of them. Now, obviously all the stories take, like, place from different characters' perspectives and have different storylines and everything, but, like, I always imagine Hayden and Winnie, they meet, and it's, like, you know, for whatever reason, it's, like, in my mind, I always see Winnie, like, not actually having her memory initially, and then she regains it later on. And then in the next story, I kind of have the idea of, like, a mystery sort of happening. I think that would be really fun, and Winnie's like a suspect, even though she's not from the same world Hayden is. And I just think that would be, I really want, like, I need to work more on my stories. Like, I work quite a bit on Elementals, but I need to work more on the other stories. And I guess for context, Elementals is the story that I talked about earlier that Eleanor and Arlo are from. So, oh yeah. But I move on down into the next couple. This is Grayson and Lila. That's who that is. I remember. I can remember my characters' names. This is actually, so Grayson here, body proportions are really weird looking at the moment. I had to fidget with them like a lot to get them to be right. And unfortunately, I didn't notice this until after I had like drawn in a lot of his outfit. So I had like detailed him in a lot. I started drawing Eleanor. That's not Eleanor, that is Lila. Oh my god. I started drawing in Lila. And then I was like, oh, he's off. So I have to try to adjust him without erasing everything. So like, yeah, that was great. But you know, I essentially just made like his torso a little bit bigger. And made his legs a little bigger as well to try to even out the proportions. And then I added in his arms, and then kind of finally started looking right. And I had to redo the arms a few times as well to try to get them to be, once again, more proportional than they were. Grayson was actually one of the characters I didn't remember exactly the outfit of, because I knew for a fact that I had redesigned him. And I gave him a new outfit, and I really liked the new outfit, but I just couldn't for the life of me remember exactly what it was. So I had to actually dig out an old sketchbook, because I haven't drawn him recently, which is part of the issue here, right? So I had to dig out an old sketchbook, and then, like, find him, hunt him down in the sketchbook that was recent, but not, like, the most recent one, you know what I'm saying? Like, the one that was... the one I had before my current one. There we go. That's how I should phrase that. So I had to try to hunt him down in this one. So I know for a fact I had a drawing in there of his new outfit. This was the sketch which I redesigned him in. And so I finally found it. So I could actually reference and figure out what his outfit looked like. Of course. And I really like his outfit. It's like, if I remember correctly, it's like partially Komodo inspired, so it's not exactly that, but it's like kind of samurai Komodo-esque idea. And I really like the outfit. It turned out so nice. It looks really good. Like, it looks so good. You know, I was so happy with it and so proud of it. I like it so much. I also kind of think it does like sort of a good way of like, it's kind of good with his character, I think. It kind of matches a little bit in my mind's eye. So I'm very happy with that. Next up, I'm just scooching over now, trying to detail in a little bit of Lila before I get too carried away drawing Grayson. And then, you know, bad things happen of, like, they're not proportionally correct. I drew a lot of profile faces this time around. Like, normally I avoid those like the plague, but, like, I drew 3 whole profile faces, and they actually all turned out really well. Can I just say I have improved on my face and like head drawing at different angles? Just like Nicholas's head, his head is like pointed up a little bit. Charlie's head is like, he's like looking slightly down. And I think it actually looks like he's kind of looking down. And Nicholas's head looks like he's going up. The profile faces actually look decent, not just horrific. Like, I did a good job this time around with those. I'm very happy with them. But I just sort of start detailing in Lila's outfit. It's very simple. She has like wide leg pants and like a tank top. And you know, that's about it. Very simple. She also has dreadlocks for her hair, which are super fun to draw. I love drawing them so much. They are so fun. I love it. Oh my god. I just added some blushies in. I finished on her face. I recognize her face is a little too big comparison to Grayson's, so I shrink it down just a little bit to have them be a little bit more proportional with each other. And I think that actually helped a lot. So I'm very happy I did that. And I drew Grayson and said, "Oh my god, it's Gus! Look at him! There's my bird." But anyways, I actually tried to detail in like some of the flowers, because I said Grayson was giving Lila some flowers, so I had to try detailing a bunch of like little bitty flowers, and with that they were all done. And then I moved along over to the final couple, Moon and Avery. This was a really fast one to draw since I drew them so small and I already like got most of the pose down, you know, for the most part anyways. So I just quickly detailed it all in. I added in Moon wears like this leather jacket, and she like has like half of it like pulled away and up sort of, because she has her hand in her pocket. And then she has the other part that's just falling. You know, she's holding hands with Avery, so it's just like normal, I guess. And so I just continue with that. I tried adding like wrinkles and stuff to make it look more like leather, even though I don't know if that really helped or any, but you know, I tried, and that's what matters, right? It's all that matters. So I just tried to finish up adding like lots of little seams. I know leather jackets have like a lot of seams. And then I added like she wears like just some basic sort of jeans. So like I mean they're like a little more boot cut jeans, but still pretty basic. And then oh right, she wears a tank top. I couldn't remember what cut she was wearing. Even though I changed this later on, so I recognized when I was flipping through. When I found Grayson's drawing earlier, I flipped back through Sketchbook. I was like, oh, she doesn't wear a plain tank top. She actually wears like a cropped tank top thing, so I changed that a little later. I also added her little ears. She's like a werewolf-y sort of character. I guess not necessarily a werewolf since she has wolf ears always, but you know, whatever. She has a super messy long ponytail. I added in her face and lots of blush, and then I moved along over to Avery. And Avery is a really fun character for me to draw. Once again, I redesigned him a couple years ago, and he's just stayed like that. I like it a lot. He wears like a simple shirt that's like slightly patterned, has like a rose on and a stripe. He wears like this jacket that's really fun to draw. It has like a higher neck, and it's like a little oversized. And he just wears some basic jeans. I like the jacket. It's very fun to draw. If I remember correctly, I made like be two-toned jackets. And I know in the storyline in my head, it's kind of like a designer jacket. And I think that's really fun. So I like it. I added in his little ears. I also added in his face, which you could actually see me draw this time around. So there you go. Enjoy that. I mean, I guess C is kind of a stretch now, isn't it? Considering how small it's trying. Oh, look, it's Gus. Or at least his tail. I also added in his hair. His hair's really fun. He like has hair that's like longer in the front and like it's a little shorter in the back. Kind of like a bob sort of deal. It's super cute. And I just went along with some final touches of adding in their names next to them. So Charlie plus Nicholas, Arlo plus Eleanor, or Luna plus Damien, Winnie plus Hayden, Lila plus Grayson, and then Moon plus Avery. And that's almost all I did. I did one last final detail, and I just added in hearts all around all of the characters. So I needed to, okay? So I kind of think this is, like, done. Like, I kind of want to color in some of them, but I feel like if I'm going to do that, I don't actually have enough time to. So if I want to do that, I'm going to turn that into a short. Well, the sketchbook spread is done. I really like this. I really like the way it turned out. I think it turned out so cute. They all look adorable together. And, like, I like a lot of the poses I managed to get. Like, they actually look like they're walking together. They look pretty good. He's giving flowers. Super cute. They're cuddling. And on a date. It's adorable. I love it. Here is Nicholas and Charlie. Right below them we have Luna and Damien. And, of course, we have Eleanor and Arlo. We have Winnie and Hayden. We have Moon and Avery. And then we have Lila and Grayson. I think they turned out so nice. I love drawing my little original characters interacting and everything. So this is great. I love drawing interacting characters. I love it so much. But that is all the time we have today. As always, I hope you'll have an amazing day. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye!